So we'll go to this intersection and to check the data is loaded successfully or not. Okay, so this intersection we can see into explore data. The intersection is like so we load data assuming we are loading data over here. So in order to look at this data, we need to go for this intersection with entity, scenario, year, custom dimension, account, ICP value, and gen. With all this intersection, we'll get this data. Right. So we'll do the same thing. This is the data which we want to which we want to check. So corresponding to this intersection, we'll go and check. So go to explore data, and open this intersection. The intersection is actual 2004, scenario is actual, year is 2004. Just select them. July periodic, period is July, view is periodic, Stanford and USD. Stanford and value is USD. Admin expenses and ICP none. My account dimension is admin expenses, and then ICP none. Custom dimension is, we go sequentially, you don't have to memorize anything. Golf ball, custom 2, none, and increase. Custom 1 is golf ball, custom 2, customer 2, this is none, and this is increase. On this intersection we load the data. Let's check. For the month of July, admin expenses. Now data should be visible over here. I'll quick check once again. Actual 2004 July periodic, Stanford USD, administration expenses, ICP none. Golf ball, custom 2, none, and increase. Right. So data should be visible over here. Data loading also depends upon it's maybe a very little time consuming affair. Depends upon you are loading data for entire HFM or subset of HFM. Okay, now data is available. Previously it was empty. We can go to the data file and compare the same data loaded or not. The data which is supposed to be there is 22950 with this intersection. 22950 with this intersection, right? So once data is loaded, your application is ready for practice. Other steps are optional at the moment. The other next step is called loading journal, which is optional at the moment. You can still do it. Click on load journal. Eighth step is loading journal. and specify sample journal file. The demo journal available over here. Scan. You can directly load it. Journal loaded successfully. Also, once you load the journal, verification of journal, it's little tricky. There are a couple of other steps we need to perform. So at this moment, we can simply rely on the log file to ensure journals are loaded successfully. So by doing all these steps, your sample application would be ready for your practice purpose in a desktop application. These are all the steps. I'm going to do the same thing for web client. For web client, right? So make sure before you create a web, if you are doing in a sequential manner, you're creating application desktop client and web client, make sure you log off from your desktop client. Close your application explicitly and log off. Right? Now I'm going to create the same thing through web client. So log into your workspace. This is the URL for the workspace. So step first, log into workspace. And then now we'll follow all the steps given at the top. Same steps we'll follow, only the interface would change. We create the application, then load the security, load metadata. There will be a couple of additional steps. Primarily all these steps. Have to be patient and a little slow. Okay. So I'm going to create a classic application. Throughout we are working for a classic application. In administration, we have option to classic application administration. We'll use that option. Classic application administration, consolidation application, click on create application. The steps of creating application and interface is absolutely same. There's no change. Application name, write prac application 4. Application description you can specify. This is another web application. And then choose the application profile. Okay, application profile you can take from sample application. Either you use desktop client or web client, the application profile is absolutely same. The same application profile you can use, the one I use for a desktop client, right? And in which folder your application is going to create, specify that. And HFM in shared service and your workspace URL. That's it. Click on create. 4 is already exist. We'll make it 5. If your application failed to create, do not worry. If your application failed to create, okay, you can follow these steps. Provide that you have specified all the correct information. You can quick check, close the existing application if it is already open, log off, and third, if still, my high recommendation is for your texting purpose you can do at least. For production environment you cannot do that. You can restart the database services. This is especially required with Oracle database if you are using underlying Oracle database. If you are using SQL Server to configure your Hyperion, it is not required. Okay, application created successfully because I logged off explicitly from my desktop client and close the application, logged off, my application created successfully, right? The next step, the moment the application gets created, you can automatically see you are already inside the application. Okay, once the application is created, you can see the application would be listing in your folder. Application track application 6. Refresh it if it is not visible. Application would be listed over there. Yeah, practice application 7. This is my application. Now I follow the same steps. Load the security file, load the metadata. Under task, you can see load task, right? So what we need to load? Load security, browse security file. The same security file would be used for desktop client and web client. So you don't have a two version of security file for desktop and web client. Only the metadata has two versions. Load security. Loading is going on. Number of users are added, number of groups are added. Only 4 groups are added. Now if you look at this and compare with your desktop client, exactly the same message we got through log file. Okay, next step, security file is loaded. We load the metadata. And the load task only we have an option called load metadata. The only difference lies over here. Here it will automatically go for ADS file. Create your select your sample application, select metadata, select the ADS file. There are multiple versions of ADS file maybe exist. You can choose the default one. Sample application ADS. The one you can open, right click open and look at this. The ADS file designed in certain format which HFM engine can understand. The XML files are compatible across the platform, whereas ADS file, there will be some dependency upon your one operating system to another operating system. There will be some special character inserted. There is certain limitation with EPM application. Sorry. Select the ADS file, scan. The file contains one or more errors. There are errors.